Hey guys, so watch this video for Tuesday, July 20th. You can see the SPY gap down today and kind of an ugly session. Let's go to 5-minute candles and kind of look. So there's the big gap down. Did have kind of a strong close, but overall I think the Dow was down 700 and something points. When the SPY was down here, the Dow was very close to being down 1,000, but never quite got there. I know because we were going to sound I was going to sound the submarine dive sound, also known as a klaxon. If we get to 1,000 down, I don't think it ever hit that. If it did when I wasn't looking. But anyway, pretty weak day in the market. I'm going to slide this smaller chart where the orange line is actually the 50-day. And if you look at it, going all the way back to March, the SPY has done pretty well at holding the 50-day. I mean, it went below it here, but right back above, and then here, and then again today. So far, doing a pretty good job of holding the 50-day. So a couple highlights from today. Well, actually, my favorite call was AEHR by Kevin P. over $5, right? I'll show you 5-minute candles. So it was interesting because it topped out at 508, right? But it kind of bled lower, and as it started to curl back up, I think I said over the mic several times, this one's interesting back through 5, but Kevin P, actually gave the alert when it was close. So there's the 5 break and just off to the races, right? And ended up going out pretty close to the highs. So a really nice call there. I know Alan H, I typed that wrong, AHPI there. This one was really strong. I'm mad at myself because all day long I kept saying, I think this one has potential to rip near the close, really keep an eye on this one. I said like 20 things about this stock, and then it did this without me. No, it did this without me, sorry. But Alan H called a great pullback play somewhere in here in the 15s buy zone, which is near that green line. So that was a neat little pullback call. AHPI, a part of the reason near the end of the day, I left early. If you weren't in chat, you don't know that, but I left early because at one point, a bad storm in Central Florida, right? And at one point, 2 of my 6 monitors went black. And then there was a lightning strike. It was really weird. It was like the electricity messed with my electronics before the actual strike. And then after the strike, big loud pop, they came back on. So they're not fried, but that's when I said, you know what, people? I'm going to leave for the day and shut everything down so I don't have anything fried. I have a whole house surge protector. I've got the surge protector on all my equipment. I got the battery backup. I've got a whole house generator backup. Got all kinds of things, but in a bad storm, anything can happen. So I thought it was, I'd already had a decent day. I thought it was wiser to protect my equipment at that point. So anyway, what are we watching for tomorrow? AEHR. Having typing problems today. Big breakout today. Kevin P. already talked about his call. Strong close. This might have a follow-through day tomorrow, so we're going to keep it on watch. APT, big volume day and a strong close. Now, the sad thing is this is the mask maker, and I thought we were past COVID scares and COVID stocks running. And by the way, that's why AHPI ran today and mask plays running. And so, for me, as someone who enjoys life and normal life, it's a little bit sad to see these stocks in favor again because it probably doesn't bode well for all of us. But we'll see, right? Anyway, I want to watch this one tomorrow because that was a big day, strong close, big volume. And again, HPI had the big rip about a week ago and then showing some great strength again, low float stock, also a COVID play, so we're going to watch that one. MTSL, big volume today and a fairly strong close. SGOC, you kind of have a 2-day high here. Let's see. Friday's high 1442, today's high 1439. So that's really interesting. Maybe over 1450 tomorrow. I did make an afternoon call in this one, somewhere right about, probably looked about like this, or it started to come up, the 14 break idea. And it broke 14 pretty quickly to 1439, but then just started chopping around. So I actually had higher hopes for that, and I kind of think a weak market didn't help very much, right? It was one of those bounce play setups. Anyway, holding up pretty well, so we're going to put it on watch for tomorrow. TPST, you got a couple green days in a row, and really 2 ugly days for the market. So this one seems to have found support at the 8-day. We're going to watch that one. ARL is a really thin stock, but solid green day today and a weak tape, so we're going to watch that one. MITQ, just another bounce watch day. CPOP, another bounce watch day. It's kind of almost accelerating to the downside here. Pretty interesting. One of these days we could get a nice bounce. I hate to give a price or point out where a stock's come from, because it really, as a trader, doesn't mean anything. But sometimes it gives you a little perspective, right? So maybe 2.5 weeks ago, this thing was almost $80. Again, I'm not saying it should have been, but from that price down to under 7, it's starting to become pretty damn interesting for a potential, snapback bounce. All right, so that's CPOP. WAV, kind of another one, right? Had the IPO not that long ago and bleeding lower ever since. Again, a couple weeks ago, this was $30. Now it's under 10. So looking for a snapback bounce there. And then last, I put PLXP on watch, which is strong anyway. Just the chart period had a nice run and is flagging, but that's not why it's on watch. It's on watch because in after hours it's trading at 1890. So potential gapper tomorrow. We'll add other stocks to this gap list as well in the pre-market. And I'm going to quit babbling. We'll see you guys in the chat room in the morning.